The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another tackle for loss from the interior of that D-line. He had 4 of those last week, partner.
And what you can glean just from the statistics, even if you don't watch the tape, is that he is what we call a one-gap player. I mean, that's all he has responsibility for, which means they want him to get upfield, penetrate into the backfield, make plays. When you're a 2-gap defensive tackle, you've got to cover up too much ground, and all you're trying to do is hold the point of attack. You don't get very many tackles for loss.
The O-line had never figured a way to plug that gap. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. Yeah, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Now Gino on 1st down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the 50, it's Smith. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They throw it out right complete. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Smith. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now Herbert to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Off play action, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Slot man moves right. On first down, it's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play action. It's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's brought down. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. On first and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Bears at 4-7 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On play action, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on.
Doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Hey, going out right here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. In motion right, that's Claypool. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run with Herbert. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Sticking with Walker on second down. He's got daylight. But he's going to be out of bounds downs, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And going right back to Walker. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith rolling to his right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Fields. That pass complete to Moore.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Angel, Angel, Angel.
Fields on first down.
Being chased out left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now 2nd and 3.
11.
Fields now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
To throw is Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Taking it about the 16. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. 2nd and 9.
Here's Smith. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Walker. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Running left is Walker.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing throwing is Smith.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dickson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Breaks a tackle. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On first down, Fields. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think
they'll bring a receiver in motion left.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Here's Fields.
Much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, Monday. Yo.
Again, Fields.
Chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Got an open man, it's Scott. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Here we go. You good?
Moore, the motion man right. To the air again, Fields. That's to Moore, he's got it. Touchdown Bears.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Off of play action, here's Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Geno now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And off right side for Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here's Fields.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Draw play, a give to Herbert.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt, you can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still
still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a... Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. A give left side here for Herbert. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11. Hey, Ken.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, and that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. Flushed out right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This will get the lead up to 7. Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Off play action, Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On second down, here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Fields on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
Touchdown! DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's 1st down. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Smith's going to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Buying time to his left. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This is 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This a long one from 54. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Well, now they'll try the end around. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. First throw here in overtime for Smith. That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bombing him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Out of the gun, Walker with it. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Myers' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And you just had the feeling when they took the field for this drive, they meant business. They knew a field goal would keep the game going, but a touchdown would end it here in overtime. And that nearly did it right there. What a play to put them in position to win this ball game.
Angel.
On first down, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
3rd and 2, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Herbert will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was